Hello, hello, Joey Chandler, and I am going live here on we got on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And this is I'm just going to just ramble a little bit here. This is just the second conversation on a process I developed to help people have breakthroughs in self care. And the point of all of this is so that because look, self care is so very critical these days. Self care is not just, uh, you know, spa days and meditation and whatnot. The thing to really that you want to start to get your heads around is that self care is actually the foundation of performance. Think about it. If you aren't taking care of yourself, there's just no way that you can perform at your very best. It's just not possible. And it's not that your self care has to be this incredible thing, but you want to have systems in place that allow you to be able to be at your very best. This is what pro athletes do. This is what high level business people do. Everybody has systems so that they can be at their very best. Some people call those systems performance systems. How to be a highly trained athlete sort of systems. In reality, those are self care. Think about it. Professional football players, for them to take care of themselves and to be able to do their job at the highest level, they need to be really strong and they need to be really fast. And they need to be really smart and all that kind of stuff. So they do all of that work, all of those training camps. And that's simply another version of self care. So the metaphor that I like to use is that we're all like racing cars running around, we're racing around a million miles an hour and and what we need to do is take pit stops and to really so that we can get refreshed, refurbished, refueled, all of those things. And the problem is that too many of us are racing around and not taking pit stops, or the pit stops that we're taking aren't as effective as they could be. And so what I'm talking about here, I'm calling this the self-care breakthrough ecosystem, because it really is an ecosystem. And the idea is that just allow you to be able to have more of your, to be at your very best. That's the whole idea. And this is number 2. This is section 2 of this. So here we go. This is the part. I'm going to totally blow your mind. This absolutely changed my life. And this is around limiting beliefs. If you are taking on your self-care, at some point you're going to bump up against limiting beliefs. 100% guaranteed you are going to do it. You're going to run into some doubts. Some, I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. It won't work out for me. I've tried all these things in the past. All of those thoughts. Even I don't have time is a limiting belief. Now, you do have time constraints. You have responsibilities, and there's only so much time in the day. So you do have time constraints. But here's where time becomes a limiting belief. It's because when you say, I don't have time, it stops you from thinking about what you have time for. Maybe you don't have time to do everything that you know to do for your self-care, but I'm guessing you have enough time to do something. You have enough time to do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, drink a bottle of water, to take a moment, to 1 minute to breathe before a Zoom call. There are lots of things that you could do, but when you go into the idea of like, I don't have time, it limits your ability to find those things, and you stop doing, the things that you know to do. So that's why I say time is a limiting belief, or I don't have time is a limiting belief. So here's how you get past your limiting beliefs, because you got to be able to let those go. And this is completely changed. There are a bunch of different ways to go about limiting belief. There's the Nike version of just do it, power through it all. There's kind of the Tony Robbins approach, which is to replace everything with a more motivational, rah, kind of pump you up sort of approach. There is Simon Sinek, know your why, have a bigger purpose. There's a faith or spiritual sense of have a sense in a higher power, or a person at a higher level, put your faith in them. And there's physical activities like hypnosis or tapping that allow you to let go of your limiting beliefs. And those work, I'm going to say this, they may work for other people. They never worked exceptionally well for me. Now, I'm not going to say I'm an expert in those areas, and I'm sure I can dive into it. But this summer, I just stumbled upon a process that absolutely works. It works fast. It's simple. and it works in other areas of your life. So you have a way to compare it. And here's what it is. I love this. Um, I was talking to a coach in June, and she said that our limiting beliefs are based on our thoughts. Or, sorry, the limiting beliefs live in the same place where we process hearing. And I thought that was kind of cool. And I actually don't even know if it's true or not, but I thought it was cool. And what happened is that out of that conversation, I don't know why, I started thinking about, like, I wonder if limiting beliefs are like songs that we get stuck in our head. And I was like, because here's why. I long time ago, somebody told me that if I get a song stuck in my head, if I sing the theme song to the Monkees, hey, hey, we're the Monkees, we're not messing around, that sort of thing. If I sing that theme song, it will replace any song that's stuck in my head, and it will let it go. It will wash away. And it totally works. I've been doing it for, I don't even know how long, 10, 15, 20 years. It's been a long time. Anytime I get a song stuck in my head, hey, hey, we're the Monkees, and it washes away. So in June, I thought, okay, if that works for songs, I wonder if it works for limiting beliefs. And so I started to put it to use. Anytime that I get I'm not good enough, I don't have what it takes, and I'm gonna be clear, I'm not perfect at this, but I'm doing this more often than not. And when those thoughts come up, and I do it faster now, I sing the theme song, and it works exactly the same way. It replaces the limiting belief, and it washes away. And I'm free to do, basically get the thought out of my brain, and then I'm just free to do whatever it is I know to do. And this is why I literally realize any place where there's something that you know what to do and you're not doing it, at the core of that is some limiting belief, some doubt, some fear. I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I'm a quitter. I'm a failure. This won't work out for me. There's something at the core that's explaining to you what it is, why you can't do what you know to do. And that's it. And here's the cool part. Once you can identify what that is, you can sing. I use the Monkees. That approach is what's called a cure song. And for people who are doing research on what they call earworms, songs that get stuck in your head, they label those songs as cure songs. Creep by Radiohead apparently works. Happy Birthday, God Save the Queen. There's just different songs that work. And the whole idea is the same. Anytime that a limiting belief comes up, you sing your song and let it go. And then you're free to do whatever it is that you know to do. And the beauty of this, what this teaches you, and which it's actually a little bit hard to get around, is that your limiting beliefs, they aren't true. They're not real. They are as real about your life as a song that's stuck in your head. When you get a Lady Gaga song stuck in your head and it plays over and over again, you don't think like, oh my God, why, what part of my childhood, or where did I learn this? Why am I such a bad person that I'm still singing this song? You don't think any of those things. You're just like, oh, that's kind of annoying. Let me let that go. And you get back to doing whatever you're doing. And this is the exact same thing. All those limiting beliefs, wherever they are, they're simply songs that got stuck in your head at some point and have been playing there for so long that you think they're true. And when you can get this, it works extremely well. And because there's no heavy, deep processing about it. There's no deep thinking about it. And it's the whole idea is that if you have a limiting belief, you can just let it go. And so the real challenge of all this, of course, is really understanding what are your limiting beliefs. What are the ones that go through your head? What are the obvious ones? And then what are the deeper ones? And this I found to be true working with people. We all have kind of the everyday limiting beliefs, but then we have deeper ones that, like for me, I was doing this work and I was going along, and one day I was able to let go of all my limiting beliefs, the kind of the ones that are, for clear. And then I still had it. And I realized I had this belief of I'm a quitter. And it just kept playing over my head. I'm a quitter. And I had all this evidence as to why I'm a quitter. I had, I had broken relationships and businesses and family and friendships, all these sorts of things that explain why I'm a quitter. And I was able to get like, oh, that's it. That's not true. I'm not a quitter. I can keep going forward. And I keep doing this over and over again. A limiting belief comes up. I sing the cure song and I go forward. And what happens is that you just, as long as you keep going forward and you start to take actions based on who you really are rather than who your limiting beliefs say that you are or who you have to be, you'll start to build up the muscles thanks to neuroplasticity. You'll start to refire your neurons and start to build your sense up that you are someone who does what they want to do, who's not afraid, who can take actions and all those sorts of things. It takes a while. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm still working through things, but it's just a process that works so well. And I was able to do this, when I started thinking about what are places that I know what to do and I'm not doing it. Well, health and fitness, of course, was the main big one for me, and it's the big one for a lot of people I talk to. And so I started doing. I just started doing what I knew to do. I got a workout plan. I got a meal plan. I just started following them. These are plans I already had bought. I had already, started and failed at. I got them off the shelf, started doing them again, started taking steps, and I lost 30 pounds in 70 days by doing what I knew to do. So, it totally works. Now, so that's it. So the homework, the challenge for you, and let me know down here, what is your limiting belief? Maybe you have some limiting beliefs. Let us know what those are. If you have a song that you can use that will let go, share that. So the homework is to kind of come up with those, and then then what we're going to start doing, we're going to do day 3. Day 3 is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be on at 4 o'clock. Sorry, it's going to be 2 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. 2 o'clock Pacific time. And what we're going to talk about tomorrow is setting meaningful and measurable goals. Because what happens is after you come out of your limiting belief and you go, it really helps to have a specific goal. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But for right now, I swear, get this. Like, this is life-changing. This will absolutely, because if you think about how much time you spend doubting and fearing and worrying about yourself, how much energy do you spend doing all that mental gymnastics of trying to explain to yourself or to other people why you're not a failure. And the fact is that you're a failure. I'm a loser. I'm a this, I'm a that, all that stuff. It's not true. It's not real. It's literally the more that you put effort into it, the more you're just giving shape and form and energy into something that does not exist. Is simply a song that's stuck in your head. So that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any comments. Please share. Let me know if you watch this on the replay. Otherwise, you have a wonderful day. Be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow, Friday at 2 o'clock Pacific time.